Hi, I'm Dr. Monica Wanacott. I'm a pediatrician, mom, and creator of PediatricAnswers.com. Today we're going to discuss the ever-elusive sleep in the infant. The phrase, sleeping like an infant, makes me laugh. If you have a new baby, you know what I mean. Baby's sleep is chaotic, noisy, disruptive, inconsistent. It makes it very difficult to sleep at night. If it's normal for an infant to sleep 18 to 20 hours, why is it that the 4 hours they're awake is always between the hours of 2 and 6 in the morning? It's exhausting. So let's discuss some strategies for helping get your baby to sleep a little better, a little quicker. We're going to discuss something I call sleep training. When the mom was pregnant and walked around, she rocked her baby all day. And then as she laid down at night, she could feel the baby kicking. This is because the baby woke up at night. So most babies, when they're born, have their days and nights mixed up. So part of the training process is getting them to understand the visual cues of days versus nights. At night, you want to make sure that your feeds for the baby are very quiet and subdued. Don't turn on the lights. If you need a night light or a small lamp to be able to see, to feed the baby, do that, but don't flip on all the lights. Another thing you may be surprised to hear is don't change your baby's diaper. If your baby's is wet, leave it be. If your baby's poopy, then you'll probably have to change it simply so you don't get a diaper rash. I highly recommend slathering on a ton of diaper cream at night so you can leave it. The problem with diaper changing is that it's very stimulating and will wake up your infant. So feed your infant and lay them right back down. Don't coddle them, don't talk to them, don't coo, and don't play. Be a down-to-business parent. During the day, you want your feeds to be entirely different. Turn on every light, stroke them, love them, talk to them, play with them, coo with them, whatever you're going to do. Make sure that they know this is different than the daytime feed. Now, this is easier said than done. As a parent who has experienced difficulty sleeping with an infant, you know how exhausting it can be and how you're willing to just do anything to make them be quiet. That may mean, oh, just bring him into the bed with me. But the reality is, that's not a good idea. You're getting into bad habits. Let's discuss the sleeping environment. Now, the safest place for your infant to be sleeping is in a crib. The risk of SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome, actually rises and peaks right around 4 months of age. This has everything to do with the fact that your infant, right around 4 months of age, is just learning to roll. So they can roll on up next to something and suffocate. Consequently, you want to make sure that there is nothing that they can suffocate on in your crib, including bumpers. If you've got them, take them out. Body positioners, again, if you've got them, take them out. Soft, cuddly things, pillows, all of those things are suffocation risks. Your baby should be sleeping on her back, in the crib, dressed appropriately with one light blanket, and that is it. Make sure that your expectations for sleep are realistic. In the beginning, your baby will sleep most of the day and catnap quite a bit. By 2 weeks, your infant may start to get the days and nights straight, but still be waking multiple times a night to feed. By about 2 months, your infant should be down to 1, maybe 2 times a night to feed. At 4 months is typically where we start to fall into a napping schedule. The typical napping schedule for an infant is for an infant to wake and then about an hour or so later be ready for their morning nap. The morning nap is typically the shortest nap, lasting maybe an hour or so. Then the infant will be awake for some time and in the afternoon be ready for a longer afternoon nap. Sometimes the infant will require an early evening cat nap, somewhere around that 5 or 6. That cat nap may only last 30 minutes or so. By the time they're 9 months, you're usually going to lose that cat nap and just be a short morning nap, long afternoon nap. An infant will typically start sleeping through the night, which we consider to be about 7 hours or more, between 4 and 6 months of age. I would not recommend any sort of crying it out methods prior to 6 months of age. If you get to the 6-month mark and your baby still isn't sleeping through the night, then that's a topic you should discuss with your pediatrician at the 6-month well child check. Hang in there. You'll get some sleep. I'm Dr. Wanacott.